Hi everyone, I'm Helen and welcome to my Maiden YouTube channel video. We're going to call this channel Thrifty After 50 because, well, I'm over 50 and I'm cheap. I live in an urban setting in New York and I am passionate about gardening. I'm very frugal. I am on the Dave Ramsey plan and I'm on baby step 3. Yay me! And I'm hoping to share some tips with you. So if you like deals, if you like crafting, if you like gardening, if you like being frugal, then I'm your girl. Um, I am sitting in my garden today. It is a beautiful day. It is towards the end of May and the birds are singing. I'm sitting out here with my coffee. Let me just pan up a little bit so you can get a better shot of the garden. There you go. I have only been in this house about 3 years, and when I moved in, this yard was a wreck. It was horrible. Nobody took care of it. I have almost 100-year-old house that me and my husband have given a lot of love to. This garden was non-existent. I used to, and still do sometimes, ride horses, and at my barn I went and put bags and bags and bags of horse manure bedding in bedding bags in the back of my Nissan Cube, and I did the lasagna gardening technique, which is just laying cardboard down over existing grass, and then you layer things like manure. I went to the city and got free compost and um, mulch. I think I've used paper shreds, and you just keep layering it. And over time, this is what happens. You get this gorgeous, rich soil, and the worms come up and they eat the cardboard. And this is the 3rd year for the garden, and it has a lot of perennials in it, and they are really spectacular. Let me give you a tour. Okay, here we go. So this is my garden. That's my house. It needs a little work, but it is very affordable. These are old steamer trunks that I found on the side of the road, and I fill them up with dirt and I grow things in them. And yes, I'm a weirdo. That is a doll form that I've had for a few years. She stays out all year round, and I plant flowers in her head. In these trunks, I have artichokes this year. I have kale, and there's some other things thrown in there. I grow a lot of tomato plants, and always have extras. I stick them everywhere. If they grow, they grow. If they don't, they don't. When they get bigger, I'll stake them up. Is this the right way to do things for a master gardener? Probably not, but it's my way and it works for me. I'm going to pan over this way, and because I am in an urban setting, I don't have a lot of land. I do a lot of container gardening. This is the spring stuff, and I have mint, I have lettuces. I'm trying my hand at broad beans. I watch a lot of British gardening videos, and I love that they grow these things called broad beans, which the Americans call fava beans. I'm going to try some in containers, and I do have some other places in the yard. I'm also trying my hand at potatoes. I have never grown them before, and we're doing them in containers. I am hilling them up, which means that when you get green growth, you mound the soil up, and then that's where the little potatoes form. We'll see. Let's keep your fingers crossed. I reuse things. I'm very thrifty. I'm very frugal. I've had this old box with me for years, and I thought, you know what, let's just put some lettuce in here and some eggplants. I'm going to pan around. This is a table of donation plants. I grow so many seedlings and so many things from seed that I wind up giving a lot away. Kelly This is your tray of plants. You need to come get them. I have just a mixed bag of things. And in the big pots, that is some yarrow that was way overgrown. I had to divide it. And those are just some divisions that I'll be giving away. And some pansies. Lots of pansies that I've started. And I'm going to donate those also. I'm going to pan around a little bit. There's my gate. And this is the corner of the garden. These gorgeous, gorgeous ferns were taken from an apartment complex that I used to help manage. And the lady that had the apartment had these planted and no longer wanted them. And they're all over my yard. The first year that I planted them, they didn't do so hot. This year they're magnificent and they smell so good. They smell green. They look green and they smell green. This is Creeping Jenny, and it started with one little teeny pot of a $3 plant. I've made so many divisions. It spreads. I can highly recommend this, and it's very frugal. If you're a frugal gardener, get one pot or bum some from a friend and you will have it in your yard all the time. This year I'm trying to do kind of like a permaculture thing where I'm trying to incorporate vegetables, veg as the British call it, in with my flowers. This is some collard greens that are mixed in with the ferns and the Creeping Jenny. To the left I also have some onions, some zinnia. This beautiful, beautiful plant is lamium. This was a little small division that my neighbor Doris gave me, and it has spread. I have this all over the yard. It's gorgeous. It gets purple flowers, and it just spills over those rocks like nothing else. Behind it I have a beautiful, and that was a treat this year, a variegated iris. That'll get purple flowers. That'll come back every year. I'm kind of new to gardening in New York, so I am told that I have to cut those back and mulch them heavily. We are zone 6 here. Moving on, more Creeping Jenny. I am so proud of all of these foxgloves. I grew these from seed last year, and of course, foxgloves being biennial, they leaf out the first year and you'll get flowers the second year. This is what came back. They are stunning and they are dotted all over my borders. I cannot wait until they bloom. I don't know what color they are because I ordered some seed from eBay and it just said mixed foxgloves, so we'll be surprised. Somebody gave me an onion last year. They know I'm a gardener. It was hilarious. I think it was Lynn that I work with, and it was sprouting a little, and she said, here, put this in your garden. I did. Look what came back. Look, onions. How funny is that? Behind that is a clematis. I don't remember the variety. I'm sorry. I didn't label it. I have so much going on in the garden that sometimes I forget, and I am over 50, so you know that's just how it goes. This is a little sign that I painted that says herbs, more lamium, just some various perennials and herbs, and these little babies right here. I went to a plant show here in Western New York. I went to a plant show in March called Plantasia. We wait for it all spring. You know, you're so sick of the winter. You can't wait to get out, especially as a gardener, and go see some green things or some plants. And this was a bunch of, they called curly willow. It did not have any green on it, but it was neat, and it was in water. It was a big bunch of them for I think $10. I knew that they grew easily. What did I do? I took them home and I rooted them. First they were in water, and then I put them in pots and they started sprouting. Now I have a tiny yard. I have put these probably 5 or 6 all over the landscape. They're gonna get big. I'll have to keep them trimmed. I have extra. I have that and I have that. So I am going to a plant swap in a couple of weeks, and this is going to be some of the things that I'm going to offer. Just curly willow. Hopefully I can swap out with somebody and get some other cool plants. This is my garage area. This little beauty is just a vintage basin, and I have a little fairy and a little ball in there, and I'm trying to grow some creeping thyme, and it looks like some Swiss chard seeds made their way into there. So you know what, I leave it. They're plants, and I'm pretty happy with that. So excited, so excited. And this is the area behind the garage. It's a mess. This is kind of like my compost heap. Extra plants, extra things. You can't see it from the house. So, you know, it is what it is. Look at this. Look at this. It's called Solomon seal. This is the 3rd year it's been here. It is stunning, and it gets these flowers that hang down. It's healthy, it's thriving, it's very happy in this place. Some coral bells that I got at the Mishler sale. And look at this. Look at that. It's an angel trumpet. It was a stick that I got in the mail from some Burgess plant company for, I don't know, $5. Looked like a stick. Look at it. It's gorgeous. If you don't know what angel trumpet are, Google it. They are gorgeous. More hostas. First year, I think the peonies are going to bloom. And if you don't know it, if you have ants on your peonies, that's a very good thing, because it means that they are getting the sweetness from the bulb and they help open it. That's not a bad thing if you have ants on your peonies. Another one of my Thrifty homemade garden ornaments. And look at these. This, apparently, and I am not a native New Yorker, is something that does very well in this area in Western New York. I was told this is called perennial bachelor button. It looks like Centaurea. If any of you viewers can set me straight, again, this was given to me, and I found a couple in the lawn when we moved in. They are hardy. They grow anywhere, in any condition, and they're blue. You know how hard it is to find blue flowers cheap? Gorgeous, gorgeous. Red Russian kale. I come out here and I pick leaves off of it. I actually had some for dinner last night, in amongst the flowers. How cool is that? And we are just panning around. I have some Monarda, some bee balm in there. This thing is really a funny thing. This was given to me by somebody, and she didn't know what it was. I'm pretty sure it's an Angelica. It gets taller than me. It gets 5-6 feet tall and has white flowers on it. They smell lovely, but it's a bit of a thug, so I cut it back every year. Another peony. And look, my clematis came back. Look at this thing. It's growing up the wire here for the solar lights. And look at those. Look at those blooms. Those buds. They are going to open up and be spectacular. I'm pretty sure they're pink. And I don't know the variety, because I didn't label anything. And this is a David Austin rose. And the variety is Mary Rose, and it's an old-fashioned rose. And I want to show you one more thing. Actually, more than that. I have hanging baskets everywhere, just because I run out of room. I grow those nasturtiums from seed. But look at this. Look at this rose. I was digging up the front bed, and I'll show you that in another video. And I was just digging in some compost, and I hit something. And I'm like, what the heck is that? It was a rose bush that was buried about 6 inches under the ground. It still had the tag, and the variety is Orchid Romance. It's a Romantica rose. I pulled it out, stuck it in a pot, and that's garlic. I'll tell you that story one day too. It's coming back with a vengeance. Free rose. So, I hope you liked my video, everybody. There'll be more to come. Please comment below. I'd love to hear from you. and I hope you all have a great spring day.